Hi there, friends. Thanks so much for joining us here for our final workshop, number 6 out of 6. Today, we are wrapping things up here with the wonderful Allison de Groot, and I'll bring on Cathy Fink here. Can you hear me, Cathy?
I can. Hi, everybody.
Well, thanks to all of you who've joined us all weekend. This has been a tremendous success. I When Cathy and I started thinking about putting this together, I don't know, maybe it was a few weeks ago. We had no idea that we would be worried about workshops selling out or filling up. Researching the limit for a Zoom meeting. It's amazing that we've had nearly 100 people in some of these, and I'm really excited about this one because it's so unusual. Playing jigs on banjo is gonna be really fascinating, and Allison's been one of my favorite clawhammer players for many many years, and we just were actually listening to some of her latest record with Tatiana Hargreaves as you were waiting for this to start, and she'll be playing tonight in the concert, and we've got a whole slate of all-star banjo players this evening. So make sure you stick around for that, 7:30 Eastern. And yeah, Cathy, would you like to welcome folks into this?
I would. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to do a quick view here. Let me just take a look and see how many of you are like, this is the first workshop that you've taken in the whole thing. Anybody? I'm swinging through all the pages here. Nope. Looks like we've got some hardcores that have been slogging it through many, many workshops. Awesome. Well, then you're all warmed up. And just a couple of ground rules as a reminder. We keep you muted throughout, and that way we just don't have the chatter. It means that you're allowed to noodle as much as you want without any penalties. But if you have questions, please put them in the chat. And Brad and I are paying attention the whole time. If Allison doesn't see it, or it seems imminently urgent, we'll actually interrupt her and ask her to answer that question, or else we might hold some of them for later. We also ask you to not sort of just visit with each other in the chat, because it makes it harder for Brad and I to actually look through it and find what the questions are. You will get, I think, a tab from Allison. She's going to get everybody's emails. She's going to be able to do a follow-up with a tab. And you'll also get the recording of this workshop to be able to go back and review it. And we ask that everybody just respect the fact that this recording is for you and you only. And please do not share it with friends, with your clawhammer groups, with Facebook or any social media. You're the ones who paid to come here and participate, and we really appreciate that. And if you have friends who want to learn from Allison de Groot, she does teach via Skype and other ways. And Allison, how do you want people to contact you?
Um, well, I have an email address that's allisondegrootbanjo@gmail.com.
All right,
So
so we'll stick that in the
yeah.
chat. And other than that, I know Allison is going to be challenging our fingers and our brains. So the two things I want to say is Allison's album that you were just hearing with Tatiana Hargreaves just won an Independent Music Records Award. And it's a fabulous, fabulous album. She is clearly one of the bright, shining stars of old time music right now, performing with Tatiana, performing with Nick Garris, performing with Bruce Molsky's Mountaineers, and
Mountain
more
Drifters.
recently, even some of her own stuff. So she hails from Winnipeg, Manitoba. And one of her first teachers was somebody that I taught a billion years ago, Daniel Kulak. And so we're pretty excited to have Allison here to be teaching this unique style of playing jigs. What I miss, Brad?
Well, I think it'd be nice time for everybody out there if you just click on the gallery view and all just wave hello to Allison as we get started here. So, hey there, Allison. Really
Hey.
excited about this, and
And
it's
once we start, if you go to speaker view, Allison will be larger, and so will her banjo. So enjoy yourselves, and Brad and I will chime in when helpful.
all right, Allison. You
Take
can
it
take it
away.
away.
Okay, thanks so much, Brad and Cathy. This is so fun. This is so great. It's nice to see all your tiny little square faces. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna look at the jig. This is, we're in 6/8 time, and what makes it so unusual is just that everything that we learn on clawhammer is into the 4/4, the bum ditty, the double thumb, all that is for the time signature of 4/4. So I've kind of developed a pattern, and it sort of developed organically just by learning jigs on my own, and then realizing that this one pattern that I do can make it more fluid, and I can pick up tunes a little bit faster just on the fly. But just so the same way that we have in 4/4, we have our bum ditty patterns, we have the things that we know are going to work, and it's the same thing with 6/8. So it's actually not that complicated. It's just a pattern of hitting with our right hand, and then doing something with our left hand, and then hitting with our right hand again. So it ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the kind of weird thing that happens, is that you end up on 3 and 4, you end up hitting 2 downstrokes, which doesn't happen in 4/4 as much. So everybody just try to do this. Try to go with your right hand 1, and then your left hand.
Hey,
2.
Allison, what tuning should
Yeah.
everyone be in, just so they can get all
That's
set?
a good
Yeah.
call. Double C.
And do you have a way to turn your volume up a tiny bit?
Yes, I do. Yep.
That'd be great.
How's that sounding? Is that louder? More? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so the rhythm. So we can just kind of do this in the air with hitting the banjo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're on 1 with our right hand, 2 with our left hand, 3 with our right hand again, and then 4 with our right hand, 5 with our left hand, and 6 with our right hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just do this for a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you feel that jig rhythm? Yeah, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to me, the weirdest thing about that is when we do that, when we hit on 4 again, because we're doing 2 down strokes, which again in 4/4 is not super common. So that's basically how I approach it. So let me play you a jig, and then I'll kind of break down into each little group about what's happening with this hand. So I'm going to teach you that tune today. And so basically what's going on there is that there's all just these little individual groups of 3 that equal 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so what happens is, when we're doing 1, 2, and something happening with this hand, that can be a hammer on, a pull off, a drop thumb, an alternate string pull off, or a fifth string. So it's kind of 5 different options of things that can happen on that offbeat. So the first part of that phrase is. So just looking at that, we have a hammer on, and then we have a drop thumb. So before we jump into this, I'm going to get you to do some exercises, but just so you can see how this all fits in with the melody, right? So we've got hammer on, drop thumb, pull off, hammer on. So it's just all these little individual groups of 3 with something happening on that offbeat, on the 2 and the 4. So let's start with hammer-ons. So let's go on the 4th fret. And everyone's in double C, right? So we've got the 4th fret, 4th
Allison,
string.
what's the name of this tune?
This is the Lancer's Jig.
Lancer?
Yeah. That's it. So let's start that. So that's open on the 4th string, and then we're hammering on to the 4th fret, 4th string, and then going to the middle string. So let's try that. So we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is the first of our options, right? So we've got the hammer on, hammer on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're already doing the jig rhythm. So that's the hammer on. So let's look at now, let's look at pull off. So let's just pick the 2nd fret, 1st string. Let's do that. So pull off, land. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that gives us another way to get a group of 3, right? Let's go back to that hammer on. Now pull off. Oops. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now let's try a drop thumb. Actually, we'll do this. This is actually right in the beginning of the tune, so it'll be good practice for that. So let's do the middle string, and we're gonna catch this note, which is a little bit unusual as well. So it's the 6th fret, 4th string. So we're gonna hit the middle string, and then we're gonna catch the thumb on the 6th fret, 4th string. Alright, so middle string, 6th fret, 4th string, and then back to middle. So now we have a drop thumb to catch that offbeat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Getting this muscle memory and internalizing that rhythm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we have a hammer on, a pull off. We have our drop thumb. And then we need to do, well, you know, let's actually put two of those together because that's going to be the first phrase of this Lancer's jig. So we've got our hammer on one, which is open to 4 on the 4th string, up to the middle string, and then we're going to hit that middle string again and drop our thumb to the 6th fret 4th string and back to the middle string. So it sounds like this. That's our first bar of the Lancer's jig. Looks like people's hands are moving in the right places. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a jig bar, right? Let's just loop this a little bit more. Are you starting to internalize that rhythm? It's starting to not feel so weird to do 2 hits in a row right there. Twice more and then we'll go on to the next phrase. Cool. Is that feeling okay? Cool. And then, so then we're gonna do, so we've got a pull off now. So we have 2 to open on the middle string, to the 5th fret 4th string. So let's just loop that. Da, da, bum. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's 2 to open on the middle string to the 5th fret 4th string. Those together with these other 2 groups of 3 that we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So that's as far as we've gotten. So let's put those 3 together again. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. And let's complete that phrase now. So we've got 4, 5, 2 on the 4th string. Let's repeat that. 4, 5, 2. Again. 4, 5, 2. Okay, so now listen to this. So now we have these 4 little groups of 3, right? 2 bars of 6. So this is as far as we've gotten, and this is the first phrase of the A part. And that's it. So we'll run through this. We'll we'll break down these phrases one more time because I know that's a lot with the new time signature in these notes. So let's just go over the first one again. So we've got hammer on open to 4 on the 4th string to the middle string, right? That's the first one. Here we go. Open 4 to the middle string. Okay, and then the second group of 3, we've got middle string. We're dropping our thumb to the 6th fret 4th string. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Again. So that's middle, 6th fret, 4th string, middle. So let's put those 2 together. Here we go. Really slow. Again. One more time. And then remember this one? Right? We've got to pull off 2 to open on the middle string to the 5th fret 4th string. Let's do that again. Da, da, dum, 2. There's a question, does fingering matter? I do it often with my ring finger. I have pretty long fingers, but you can play around with doing it with your pinky or your ring finger, whatever feels comfortable. You don't have to keep it planted, so you can do that, and that's fine. It can come off. So here we go. So 2, open on the middle string to the 5th fret 4th string. And then let's complete this phrase. And we've got 4, 5, 2 on the 4th string. Again, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 2. So let's put that half together. So we've got one more time, really slow. So let's do that and repeat that. Here we go. So 2, open to the 5th fret 4th string, 4, 5, 2. One more time. How are those 2 phrases feeling? Give me a thumbs up if you feel pretty good about it. Okay, people are kind of going like that. Cool. So let's run that a little bit more. So right now we've got the first quarter of the A part of this tune. 2 bars of 6. We've got. All right, that's as far as we've gotten. So let's just.
Hey, one question here,
Yes,
Allison.
yes.
Does fretting with your ring finger seem advantageous for you as opposed to your pinky finger on that 5th fret?
Yeah, so I pinky or ring finger, whatever works. And also, like, it is a big reach, but you also, like, you don't have to keep you don't have to do this. Like, I don't like leaving, if I'm not going back to that note, you don't need to leave your finger down on there. So it is a reach, but I mean, by the time I get here, my finger's like over around the 3rd fret. So it's not like you have to do it like this. You can kind of relax into that. Does that make sense? Yeah. Cool. Alrighty. So let's play that first bar again. So 1, 2, 3. And let's repeat that. One more time. How does that phrase feel? Okay, I'm getting more thumbs up for that one. So I think this one is a little bit harder because it's a little bit stretchier, right? So now let's try the second phrase. So Right, so that's the one where we pull off 2 to open on the middle string to the 5th fret, 4th string. And then 4, 5, 2 on the 4th string. So let's try that together. So 1, 2, 3. And let's loop that. Keep it really nice and slow. Yeah. From what I can see in your little boxes, it looks like you're getting it. One more time. Cool. So let's do, we'll do call and response with those first 2 phrases. So listen once and then I'll play it again and join in for the second time. So we've got, so play that phrase, here we go. And then listen to the next one. And now play that, here we go. And listen. And play that. And then listen to the next phrase. And play that back. Let's do that one more time. And play that back. And the second phrase. And play that back. Yeah. So there we go. That's a jig feel. And then when you start speeding up, you can put a bit more of the emphasis on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that's really all it is, right? So you can see that it's like, it's not, I feel like there's a lot of hype about that it's so hard to play jigs on clawhammer banjo, but I think it's just the same as, you know, in 4/4 we have our patterns that we're used to, and it's just a matter of finding those patterns. And once you learn a couple jigs, if you can just learn, if you can learn a few jigs and get them under your fingers, you'll find everyone is easier. The first one's going to be a struggle, and then each time you do it just gets easier and easier. And for a while I wasn't able to do any like kind of like improvising, or I could just stick to the jig, but I'm starting to get more and more comfortable with that. So it's just a matter of getting those patterns under your fingers.
Hey, Allison,
Yeah.
can you differentiate between a jig in 6/8 and then how you might play a waltz in 3/4 and what the difference is there?
Yeah. So, well, a jig would be it's 1/8 notes, so it's 6/8. So 1 da ba 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 ba. You know, it's kind of I hear it in like 2 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where a waltz is more 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And usually a waltz is a lot slower too. You know, because people are dancing. And you have 3 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And with the jig you have 1/8 notes. So, yeah, so that's what I think of as the difference between the two. Yeah. Cool. Well, should we keep going in this jig? Yeah? Cool. All right, let's do that. Let's do this call and response one more time for this, and then we'll keep going. So play that first phrase. Here we go. And then listen to the second phrase. And play that. first phrase again. Let's repeat that. And then listen to the second phrase. And play that back. And really slowly, let's put those two together. So 1, 2, 3. Again. One more time. Let's do it once more. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. That's 25% of the A part. But the B part uses the second half of the A part. So let me play you the tune once. Now we've kind of dug into this, I'll play it again and you'll hear it with different ears. Demystify it now that you've done that first bar. Even if you're struggling right now with that, it's a lot to like internalize that rhythm and also put these notes. It is a bit of a notier tune, so don't get discouraged if you're having trouble with the fingering, and just take it phrase by phrase and just internalize that. I'm going to give you the tab after so you can work out the fingering for it, and we'll just keep plugging along. So let's move on to the next phrase. We've got and now we're gonna start with the same group of 3, but this time we're gonna go further up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where we're heading. So find this pattern before we get up there. So it's 5 on the first string and 4 on the second string. I love that shape in this tuning. It's so helpful because that second fret, right, is the same as the 4th fret second string. So you get this nice shape right here. All right, so 4th fret second string, 5th fret first string. So we're going to use that. We're going to hammer on open to 4 on the second string and go up to 5 on the first string, right? So let's just loop that. Open to 4 on the second string, up to the 5th fret first string. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll do it a little bit more and then I'll break it down again. Cool. Yeah, I can see a lot of people getting that. So we have open to 4 on the second string as a hammer-on, right? That's our first 2 notes. And then we're just going to poke up to the first string for that 5th fret. So those are on the second string and then first string. So 1, 2, 3. So hammer on. So that's where we're headed. So now we've got to do we have this really nice run up. So it starts, it's the same, right, when we do our very first little 3-note group. When we do that, we're using that first part. So it's open to 4 on the 4th string, hammer on to the middle string. Everyone get this back. Here we go. Open 4 on the 4th string to the middle string, hammer on. And then we're gonna work our way up to our nice little shape with another hammer on to the 5th fret, 1st string. So let's try that really slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. I feel like I can see a couple people getting tripped up on that when we get to that, the second little group of 3 right here. That's a hammer on open to 4 on the 2nd string. Right here. Open to 4, 2nd string. Right? So 1, 2, 3. One more time. Yeah, cool. So now we've got this far. And now we have our nice walk up. Right? So we've already made it there. We're almost halfway through that A part. And then we've got actually, let's do call and response on those phrases one more time. So we've got. So play that back. And then listen once. And play that back. And now our next one. Listen once. And play that back. Yeah, cool. Look like people are getting it. Okay, and then we're gonna go. We've got this phrase. So now we're gonna do 3 on the 1st string and 4 on the 2nd string, and that's gonna be a drop thumb. So 3 on the 1st string, 4 on the 2nd string, 3 on the 1st string. 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that one's not too bad. And then let's add in the next group of 3 that goes with that, and that's open 2, 3 on the 1st string. That's a hammer on, right? So let's do that one. So open 2, 3. Open 2, 3. Hammer on 3. This is probably the easiest phrase we've had so far. Open 2, 3. Open 2, 3. One more time. Open 2, 3. Cool. So now let's put those together. So we've got this drop thumb where we're on 3 and 4, right? And then open 2, 3. So let's try that together. We'll take it really slow. So ba da ga ba ba ba. Here we go. And let's take a little pause. 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, 3. So drop, thumb, hammer on. 1, 2, 3. Drop, thumb, hammer on. 1, 2, 3. Drop, thumb, hammer on. 1, 2, 3. Drop, thumb, hammer on. And one more time. So drop, thumb, hammer on. Yeah, cool. So let's do call and response again. So now we've got a whole nother phrase. All right, so from the beginning, we've got. So here we go. Play that back. And then listen to this phrase. And play that back. And listen to the next one. And play that one back. And then the next one, listen once. And play that back. Yeah. Cool. How's everyone feeling about that? Yay, I'm getting some thumbs up. Good. I haven't taught this to a group class in real life, so it's hard to know what's going on. But it looks like just watching people's fingers, it looks like people are getting those shapes, so that's good.
Allison, we're getting a few people commenting, and I've been trying to answer that, but so far you're just not using the fifth string other than resting your thumb.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the double thumbs, right?
Yeah.
So people, don't worry about your fifth string.
That's right.
All right.
We're going to use it a little bit in a part coming up. So, all right, so let's do that a little bit more because now we have 4 really nice 6/8 phrases. So let's just keep going through that and kind of internalize that a little bit more and just get that fingering down. All right, so the first phrase. So play that back. Here we go. And then listen. And play that back. Yeah. And now listen. So then when we climb up, and play that back. Listen to the next one. This is our newest one. And play that. Let's do that again. So, all right, so listen once and then play it back. Here you go. The next phrase, listen. Play that back. And next phrase. And play that. And next phrase. Let's do that exact same thing one more time. So here we go. And play that back. Next phrase, listening. And play that back. Third phrase, our big walk up. Cool. You guys are jigging. Okay, so now we've got that's where we've made it. And now we have a really nice minor chord here. And we're going to use a thumb. So we're basically going to go down, you know, we have our 6 minor chord, our A minor, right? So we're going to just go down those strings to the open string middle. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that 1, 2, 3, we're actually going to use the 5th string now. So we're going down, we're using 3 notes of that minor chord. 2, 3, and then we're just open on the middle string with a thumb in between. 1, 2, 3. So the chord, 1, 2, 3, and then open strings, 1, 2, 3. So let's do that. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. So down our chord, and then our middle string. 1, 2, 3. One more time, and then we'll break it down. 1, 2, 3. Great, so we have that phrase. So just to clarify, so we're dropping our thumb on that 2nd string when we go down that chord, right? We're making that shape. Everyone's got that, our minor chord. So we're going to drop our thumb and go down to the 2nd fret middle string. Da, da, dum, right? Da, da, dum. Drop your thumb. One more time. And then we're going to the middle string, and we're doing a thumb in between. So middle, thumb, middle, middle, thumb, middle, da, 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 right? So let's put those together now. So we run down our 6 minor chord, and then we have our open string. So 1, 2, 3, 6 minor chord, and our open strings. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And one more time. Cool. So that's the next phrase. That's where we're at. So that's our next phrase. Da, da, dum, ba, dum, bum. So now just see that we've done a bunch of these phrases. I'm going to just sing it. Just jump in and see if you can pick out those notes with this new pattern. And then we'll break it down. Da, da, ba, da, da, da. Again. Da, da, ba, da, da, dum. Da, da, ba, ba, dum, bum. One more time. Da, da, ba, ba, dum, bum. Great. So now I can see that people are picking out those notes, and that's great. So what we have there is we have 2 to open on the middle string to the 5th fret 4th string. Actually, we've already done that once before. Right? 2 to open, pull off middle string down to the 5th fret, 4th string. Da, da, bum. And that's the next part, right? So that's 4 to 5 on the 4th string, hammer on da, boo to the middle string. It's a hammer on 4, 5, middle string open. So let's put those two together now. So we've got pull off 5 and then hammer on. So 1, 2, 3. Ba da bum ba da da. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One last time. Cool. Yeah, looks like people are getting that. And then we're done the A part. Actually, if once we've done this one phrase, we're 75% done the tune. So, so now, da 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 dum, bum. So try to pick that out. You can sing along. Da 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 bum bum. Da 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 dum dum. Da 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 dum bum. Yeah, I can see people getting the notes. It's great. A couple more times and then we will break it down. One more time. Ba, da, 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 bum. So what we've got there is we've got 2nd fret, middle string, hammer on, 2 to 4. Right, so 2 to 4 on the middle string, hammer on, up to the 2nd string. Da, da, da. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Da, 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 ba. And then we need to drop our thumb. Da, dum, bum. So we've got middle string, 4th fret, 4th string. Da, dum, bum. Let's get that one. So that starts on the middle string, open, 4th fret, 4th string, open 4th string. Da, dum, bum. So let's put those two together now. So we've got our da, 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 dum, bum. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And last time. And the moment you've all been waiting for. So we just got to get to that end. So da da bum bum. Actually, we'll do it. So with that 2, 4, 2, open. So that we do that da da bum, right? 2, 4, 2 on the 4th string, and then 4th string open with the thumb in between. That's, so everyone do that. 1, 2, 3, just on those open strings. 3. So now let's add in the ending. Da boo bum ba da ga. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 2, 4, 2, open. 1, 2, 3. And one more time. Hey, you made it to the end of the A part. Yay! Some people are clapping. I'm clapping for you. All right. So let me play it. Let me play that again and just get that melody. Do you feel like you're internalizing this jig rhythm? Feeling good? Yeah. Cool. And if you're not finding the fingering, you're gonna get the tab for this. So again, just feel it internalizing that jig feel, and you'll get the fingering. If you don't get it in this, hour and a half, you'll get it down the road. So. You getting it, Cathy? Playing? All right. So this is what we've done so far. That's what we've done. So I think, today we'll probably we might just do the A part and just kind of loop that. The B part, the second half is exactly the same as the second half of the A part. So you already know that. And then the first half of the B part is actually it's the A part just up an octave too. So it's kind of fingery, and that'll be in the tab, so you can work that out. But I think today we'll just kind of loop this A part and just kind of continue on internalizing that jig feel. So let's do it phrase by phrase again. Let's go through that
Allison?
A part. Yes.
Just to give somebody said, could we go over the last part of the A part again slowly? And
Yep.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But also, if you'd play the whole tune a couple of times just so people see where it's going again, it's like
Yeah,
you got the
sure.
A part in their heads, and then go back to what you were doing.
Sure. Sounds good. Thanks. That's the whole tune. So actually, there's even more than half of the B part. It's even like 60% of the A part at the end there. So, yeah. Well, maybe we can. Who wants to do the B part fingering? Okay, looks like half and half. Cool. Somebody's asking, is that the speed it should go? Well,
I mean, go ahead and do it because they can go back to this video.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. So let's go because we still have half an hour, right? Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. So let's go. Let's do this phrase by phrase, the A part, a couple more times through, and then we'll do the fingering for the B part. Cool. Alrighty. So the first phrase. So play that back. Next phrase, listening once. And here you go. And next phrase. This is our big walk up. Here we go. And then our drop thumb. Here we go. Next is our minor chord. We walk it down. Here we go. And next phrase. And play that back. And play that back. We're gonna do this again a lot slower. And our ending. Alright, so let's do that a little bit. Let's go kind of this speed. So 1, 2, 3, call and response. And play that back. And next phrase. Play that back. And the big walk up. Here you go. And then we drop thumb. Here it is again. Drop thumb. Our minor chord. And again. And da, 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 da. Play that. And our ending. So let's do that. Let's do the whole 8 part. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Yeah. Sweet. Working hard.
Can you play that exact thing, but just a hair faster, like at a moderate tempo?
Sure. Kind of this speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Cool. Any questions?
Well,
Yeah, there's a question here about just general chording in this, in this rhythm. So, how do you incorporate chords?
I feel like I do sometimes just like kind of bigger strums. Or maybe I don't really actually. I guess I don't really incorporate chords in this one. Yeah.
hey, Allison, we've got about 10 minutes before we start doing some closings.
Okay, so let's get on to that B part.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, all right, so now we're back to this nice shape with the 4 and the 5. 4th fret, 2nd string, and 5th fret, 1st string. So that's our first set of 3. So open to 4, and then to the 5th fret, 1st string. And then we're just going to dip down from the 5th fret, 1 fret, and do a pull off. So you're pulling off 5, 4, 5 on the 1st string. So we've got let's try that again. So hammer on open to 4 on the 2nd string, up to 5, and then pull off back to 5 again. There we go. And once more. Yeah, cool. Looks like people are getting that. Okay, so now we have, this is my favorite part of the tune actually, is so we're doing 7 and 5, 7 on the 1st string, 5 on the 2nd string, and we're gonna do a thumb in between those. So we've got 7 1st string, thumb on the 5th, and then 5 on the 2nd string. So here we go. So 7, 5th string, 5th fret, 2nd string. One more time. And now we're going to do 4 to 5 on the 2nd string, and then 1st string open. So 4, 5 on the 2nd string, 1st string open. So 4, 5, 2nd string, 1st string open. So let's try those together. So we're making this shape with 7 and 5, right? And then we're going to do the thumb in between. And then we're just going to dip down 1 fret, dip our hammer on, 1st string open. So let's try that. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And last time. Cool. So now we've got our hammer on open to 4 on the 2nd string, up to 5 5, right, in our nice little shape right here. And then we just dip down once on the 5th string to pull off. Let's do that again. So, and then pull off again. One more time. And then we move to the shape with the 7 and the 5. 7 on the 1st string, 5 on the 2nd string. And we're going to do a thumb in between. Alright, so let's do that one more time. And now you just dip down 1 on that string, on the 2nd string, and hammer on. And then you end on that 1st string open. So let's go from this shape with the 7 and the 5. And then hammer on. One more time. Great, so we have that. So that's pretty notey, that part. So you can see that on the tab. Let's loop that a couple more times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And then that's the last phrase, and then we're back on track with the A part. So this is the last phrase, and then we're done. So we've got that same little shape, right? And then we're gonna go da da da. So that's pull off 5 to 3 to the 4th fret, 2nd string. Da, da, da. So let's put that together. So we've got so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hammer on up to 5, 5, 3, 4th fret, 2nd string. One more time. And that's it. So now we're back at with our minor chord. So let me play that beat part. So I think the biggest thing with this B part is to remember these shapes. We have our nice little, our concise 4 and 5 here. And then when you stretch out to 7 and 5, for that one where you put the middle string in the middle. So if you just get those shapes, the fingering's not too bad on this hand with those. So we have a few minutes and then we'll kind of open it up and talk about it. So let's just do that one more time, call and response. So play that back. Here we go. And then listen to the next one. So we've got this shape with the thumb. So here we go. And then we've got go. And then we're back on track for the A part. And that's it. Yeah. Cool. well, that is a lot of notes in the jig feel.
Hey, what an amazing system you've created for playing it. And it's all really based on keeping those right-hand patterns that you started with. One question I want to go back to is, okay, it's clear that you aren't playing chords in this.
Yeah.
But if you were backing up a fiddler and you were going to play chords, what would you be doing with your right hand? You don't have to break it down, but just give us like a little.
Yeah. I don't really know that I've like come up with a like system for that. I think I think like combinations of that kind of stuff, like that's not very good, but like just it's kind of like combinations of that, like I don't know. Yeah, I find when I'm playing, I find it hard to incorporate the chords when I'm playing the melody, but if I'm playing with someone else who's playing the melody, I just kind of use those same patterns of three, but within chordal shapes.
Somebody's asking, do you ever add in any trills or ornamentations like the Irish fiddlers and whistlers do?
Oh yeah, I've been like experimenting with that. Something I've been trying lately is like finding a unison note. So those notes, and to do a triplet. So that's one way of doing a triplet. But yeah, I'm kind of experimenting with that a little bit.
And somebody else asks, when backing the fiddle, still not much fifth string?
No, I think
People are obsessed with their fifth strings.
Yeah, totally. I think a little bit more, kind of doing the one and yeah. So
great. Let's see. Are there questions that I missed here, Brad? Let's see. A lot of nice comments, fun tune. And by the way, you can save the comments if you want. Bottom right.
okay.
Those three little dots, you can save all the comments. So let's see if there's anything else. Any other questions?
Allison, could you just give us a little taste of just like the very basic strum you use in a waltz pattern? You know, we could do a whole other workshop on waltzes, but just to clarify, you have like a go-to pattern.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Lovely.
And maybe even compare that to do that and then compare it to the rhythm that you play behind a fiddle or something. So that's more like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. It's the law to use pull-offs or hammer-ons on the second and fifth rather than drop thumbs when playing 6/8. Is that the law?
It's the law. No, there are no laws with any of this stuff.
In Canada, and they're lawless up there.
That's right. No, actually, that's kind of a good, like, I feel like with this, it's, come up with, so much was just like figuring out, internalizing that feeling and, and just internalizing the feeling. But I don't think there are any laws. Like, this is kind of people do play jigs on clawhammer, but it's not like super charted territory. So have fun with it and try to figure out your own ways of doing stuff. And it's kind of just it's a work in progress for sure.
Are you going to be playing some jigs tonight in the concert?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. We got to hear one.
Okay. I could do one.
Is Patrick going to play any fiddle with you?
Yeah, I think he's going to
Awesome.
play a tune or two. So, yeah.
You're welcome here in these last few minutes to just jump in with other random banjo related questions if you have anything for Allison while we're here.
Yeah. Hey,
And
Allison, while they're putting those questions and tell them about the banjo you're playing.
Oh, so this banjo is made by William Cedars. He's in Dorset, Vermont, and I really like this banjo. I got it like a year and a half ago, and I like how like full it is, especially playing with. I've been doing more stuff without guitar, and yeah, it's just a really full banjo, and I'm very
What's
happy
your
with it.
tone ring in there?
It's the Dobson.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
And is that a 12-inch pot?
it is. Yeah.
And folks, I already posted her email, and you'll be getting an email follow-up from Allison. So she's given lessons on Skype, and if you want to send her a tip via PayPal, you can send it to her email as well. Hey, Brad, should we open up all the mics and let people do their crazy appreciation?
yeah, I'll unmute everybody in a second here, and this is your chance to say thanks to Allison, and I'll do that right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Oh, there's so
Hi.
many people. It's amazing.
Really great.
Great
Thank
work.
you.
All right.
Yay! I heard people playing the jig.
Yeah, people
Oh,
were
yeah.
noodling through it. That's great. Clearly interested in this. Breeding a whole new generation of
Right. We'll
of
take
clawhammer
over the
jig
world
players.
with clawhammer jigs.
Yeah, there's a few out there who I hear playing jigs on
Yeah.
I've played
on
a few
clawhammer.
for many years, but not a whole lot of them.
Yeah, I've done a handful.
Yeah.
And one thing, just a comment about the chord versus melody idea is that, clawhammer banjo isn't really common in Irish music, of course, but a lot of melody playing in Irish music is usually, if you're a melody instrument like a banjo, generally you would be sticking to melody, like a fiddler or something. So it depends on, what your approach is, whether you're trying to play chords or melody, but a lot of times in Irish music, it's a lot of melody. You aren't necessarily playing chords unless you're playing guitar. Although I suppose you could certainly play chords on banjo. It's just uncharted territory, though.
Totally.
All right. Well, hey, folks, let's give Allison one more great big thank you. And Brad, you want to post the YouTube link one more time?
Yeah, sure. It's in your inboxes. Everybody has an email with the link to this workshop, which will be archived there. And this is our last workshop out of 6 that we've done all weekend, and we will send out a survey afterwards. So keep an eye out for that. But thus far, I know, just speaking for myself, I'm very happy with how things have gone. It's been a lot of fun to get to see so many faces all over the country, and I really appreciate all of our instructors like Allison who've been willing to join us for a couple hours each day and share some of their knowledge. It's been well above my expectations for this, and we hope to maybe do it again sometime in the not too distant future. So yeah, thanks to everybody for joining us. And maybe there's some of you out there who sat through all 6 of these. That's quite the stamina. Cathy and I have been.
I was gonna say you two have.
Doing it.
We most definitely have. And I gave a guitar lesson this morning before it all started. So this is my big screen day on a little screen. But I also want to say that all the participants have been incredibly wonderful and helpful in following the ideas that Brad and I thought would make this work on Zoom, and we really appreciate that. Make sure that you invite your friends to watch tonight's concert. It's completely unique. There's not going to be one repeat tune from last night, and it'll be super fun. We'll have a tip jar out there as well. Allison, your email one more time?
It's AllisonDeGrootBanjo@gmail.com.
But y'all will get an email from her anyway.
So I'm gonna get a list of the email of
That's
everyone's
right.
email addresses,
Sure.
and then I will send you all.
Yeah, and include Brad and I as well. That'd
Okay.
be great.
Cool. I will do.
All right. Well, I'm gonna unmute everybody in a moment here, and so you can just chatter amongst yourselves, all 66 of you, and thank Allison once more. And we will see you tonight at the concert featuring Allison and myself. I think my father Ken will be joining me for a couple tunes.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
Cathy and Marcy, and then also Frank Evans, Chris Cool, and Frank and Allie Lee.
Yeah.
So great lineup, and we'll see you all tonight. So I'll unmute you all, and
And then Allison, when people leave, just stick around for a minute so we can sign off with you.
Okay, sounds good.
Groovy, everybody go for it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Allison.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that was great.
Great. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Couldn't figure out how to
Thanks
get
very
the,
much.
my camera wouldn't
Enjoyed
come
it.
on.
how do I turn this off?
Bye.
thank you.
And y'all feel free to leave when you're ready.
Thanks, Allison.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's Brad stealing the licks.
Well, I learned that Tom Billy's from your recording
Oh yeah.
a while ago. You posted.
That one
I
has
think-
like more chords in it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know why I think.
yeah. I love that. That's great. That definitely. It was a
Maybe
little
I'll
bit
play
of a
that
headache
tonight.
for a bit, but I figured.
Yeah.
But I think I figured it out. I love that one. All right, everybody else who's here, we're gonna kick you out. So we can say so long
Thanks,
to Allison
everyone.
here and gossip about all of you.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Brad and Cathy being terrible people.
As always.
Being the terrible people that we are.
Yes. Okay.
And the last
Great.
one goes.
Yeah. Well, that was lovely, Allison.
That was maybe a bit too much, but I think with the tab it'll be. I could hear some people getting it.
No, I think it was great. I think,
Yeah.
it was just great.
I think it was a
And
great
you went
introduction.
Slow enough that they really, part of your focus was get this down with your right hand, get the vibe.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
start worrying about the notes, So
Yeah.
I think that was terrific.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thanks. I couldn't.
Yeah, yeah, it was-
Halfway through, I kind of panicked, and I was like, "Oh my god, what have I gotten into?"
You've gotten into a